Hey there, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer, and if this is your first time to my YouTube channel, or my website for that matter, I want to welcome you. I've got over 250 videos on my YouTube channel, over 900 pages of articles and content that probably have a lot to do with some of the things that you're struggling with when it comes to your health right now. Today I'm talking about 5 ways to reduce gut inflammation. You see, inflammation underlies so many chronic health conditions, including things like obesity, and atherosclerosis, and type 2 diabetes, and autoimmune disorders, and depression, and without a doubt, inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. You know, when it comes to our health, almost every aspect of health really is either directly or indirectly influenced by our gut in one way, shape, or form. If you suspect that some of your health conditions that you're experiencing might be due to inflammation within your gut, there are a number of steps that you can take to improve inflammation. And so in today's video, I want to give you 5 ways that you can reduce inflammation so you can get back to good health and feeling good again. All right, with that said, let's jump into reason number 1. Number 1 is obviously you want to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. And really what that means is you want to reduce the intake of highly processed foods, refined carbohydrates, breads, cookies, sugar, artificial sweeteners, very important, alcohol, and almost really anything that has more than 5 ingredients when you start looking at labels. Instead, you want to choose anti-inflammatory foods, right? Now, if you want to get serious about your health, you need to reduce inflammation. And that means you'll want to follow something that resembles either like a paleo diet or a Mediterranean style based diet. These diets are high in fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, fish, and really good healthy oils. In addition to lowering inflammation, a more natural, less processed diet can have noticeable effects on your physical and even your emotional health. I see this with many kids who've been labeled as being autistic or kids that are labeled and diagnosed with ADD and ADHD. Anti-inflammatory foods are loaded with colors. Think about all the colors in fruits and vegetables, right? We have yellows, reds, oranges, pinks, purples, greens, violets. Vegetables and fruits contain high levels of phytonutrients, which give them their color. But more importantly, they have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that help support our bodies in hundreds of ways. These phytonutrients protect our cells from the damaging effects of free radicals and oxidative stress. Different colored fruits and vegetables are linked to higher levels of these specific plant nutrients, and so eating more vegetables and more fruits really should be a no-brainer. If you focus on eating a variety of colors each and every day, this in turn will increase the intake of many different kinds of nutrients and phytonutrients that again will benefit many areas of your health. That said, almost all studies show that eating different colored fruits and vegetables come with no downsides. Things to choose or things to consider, right? These are foods like blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, grapes, peaches, nectarines, cherries. Again, the thing you want to think about is color. Vegetables should include things like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, cruciferous vegetables, very, very important. They help clean out our liver, clean out our kidneys. They're incredibly beneficial to the gut bacteria. Cabbage juice, one of my favorites, is incredibly helpful for people with inflammation, ulcers, and believe it or not, juicing cabbage tastes great as long as you drink it right away. Now, I've got a ton of great juicing recipes on my website that include cabbage for inflammation. Spices, turmeric and ginger are really, really well. You can juice those as well. The next thing you want to consider if you suspect inflammation is an elimination diet, right? If you suspect that certain foods are triggering gut inflammation, it might be worth giving an elimination diet a try. This involves removing foods from your diet that you suspect are linked to gut issues for roughly 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time. Some of these foods you may want to try include things like soy, dairy, anything made from dairy, nightshade vegetables, foods containing gluten, which is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and other grains, corn, shellfish, foods that are high in histamine, or even foods that are high in FODMAPs. Now, when you're not consuming these specific foods, keep a journal on how you feel, your energy levels, your bloating, notice any changes emotionally, how you feel. Then after a few weeks, slowly begin reintroducing these foods back in your diet over the course of 2 or 3 days, while noticing any specific symptoms that you begin to experience. Now, if you need help implementing an elimination diet or a low FODMAP diet or a low histamine diet, reach out to my clinic and work with one of my nutritionists. The next thing you want to consider really in order to get inflammation under control is stress, right? You have to learn how to manage your stress. The gut is often referred to as a second brain because it has a nervous system with more neurotransmitters than the brain's central nerve system. And when we're stressed, our brain activates the sympathetic nerve system. And the sympathetic nerve system is also known as that fight or flight response, right? It prepares the body to protect itself against imminent danger by conserving functions that aren't needed for immediate survival. Unfortunately, when your body gets locked in this fight or flight state, that means that digestion comes to a grinding halt. That means the emptying of the stomach is delayed, which not only leads to abdominal pain and stomach pain, but also leads to things like indigestion, heartburn, bloating, and nausea. And as the stomach is slowing down, stress causes an increase in motor function in the large intestine. So while you're stressed, you might experience things like bowel urgency or even diarrhea and cramping. Stress is also linked to inflammation, so it's important to find out what's causing your stress. Outside of prayer and meditation, doing walks, supporting your adrenal glands with adrenal adaptogens, things like licorice and rhodiola, ginseng, phosphatidylserine, ashwagandha. Again, it's shown that when we get out of this fight or flight state, we can better manage our gut health so much better. So number 4 on my top 5 list has to do with probiotics, right? Your gut is a home to a complex ecosystem, 300 to 500 different bacterial species. And probiotics can be things like yeast, but the important thing is the gut microbiota also includes bacteria and fungi and archaea and helminths. And basically, these probiotics promote healthy gut bacteria and they fight bad gut bacteria. Having the right kinds of bacteria have been linked to numerous health benefits, including things like weight loss, improved digestion, enhanced immune function, healthier skin, better mental clarity, and improved thyroid hormones, as well as less headaches. Certain foods can be a great source of probiotics as well. The only problem is not knowing, really what we're taking and how much we're getting. So good food sources are things like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. And again, when it comes to probiotics, don't confuse these with prebiotics. Often dietary fibers and resistant starches help feed the friendly bacteria in our gut. And the most common types of probiotics are going to be things like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. But there are other kinds of probiotics as well that I want you to be aware of. These may be soil-based probiotics and Saccharomyces. And lastly, number 5, and this is just something that should be really second nature, is nutrient imbalances. You need to make sure you're getting the right nutrients for your body to heal. For many people with gut issues, they stop eating because every time they eat, their stomach hurts, or they get bloated, or they just feel better when they don't eat. The problem with this is that this is a recipe for causing vitamin and mineral deficiencies, and I see this with patients every single day. Often when the gut's inflamed, crucial vitamin stores are depleted. In cases where the gut becomes inflamed, you want to make sure that your body has vital nutrients that help fight inflammation and promote healing. B vitamins, antioxidants, vitamins A, D, E, and K, omega-3s and omega-6s, magnesium. Again, this is a great place for you to get tested and find out what those nutrient imbalances are. So as I wrap up today's video, there are a few things worth remembering. Number 1 is inflammation within your gut can cause a host of unwanted health symptoms, from chronic constipation, bloating, to brain fog and fatigue and depression. Every aspect of your health is tied into gut health, either directly or indirectly. And sometimes making a few changes in our diet and lifestyle, taking a few supplements, can really have some powerful changes in the long run. Well, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed this talk about gut inflammation. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer those. If you feel like you've hit a brick wall and you're really looking for a more personalized approach, you can reach out to me by visiting my website. And the one last thing I would say is, after you give today's video a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel, I recommend that you check out the description box, where I'm going to post several additional articles on inflammation and resources that I think will be tremendously helpful to you. So don't forget to check those out. Well, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer. Take care.